Que lo que mi gente, today we have a ranked doubles match. Our opponent happens to be using the Vancouver Regional Champions team. We're going to go for one of our typical leads in Grimmsnarl with Iron Hands to pair. We're deciding on our two final Pokemon. We end up going for the Torkoal and the Lilligant here. Our opponent's lead is going to be their own Lilligant and Powerhouse Great Tusk. On the Grimmsnarl, we're going to go for Misty Terrain for any status conditions they try to do to us. On our Iron Hands, we're going to go for the Fake Out on the Great Tusk to avoid any damage from it. Our opponent is going to go for the Terra Ground on the Great Tusk to get extra damage from those pesky ground moves. And for the Lilligant, it goes for the Protect. We get the Fake Out off on the Great Tusk, switch it for this turn. Grimmsnarl sets up the Misty Terrain. And the Great Tusk is flinched. We end up selecting Reflect to set up. And we go for Drain Punch on the Great Tusk. We successfully set up the Reflect, increasing our physical defense. Great Tusk does go for the Earthquake, doing damage to everybody on the field. We take it well, but the Lilligant here ends up getting critted. Lilligant goes for the Leaf Storm on our Grimmsnarl, knocking it out in the process. Iron Hand hits Great Tusk with the Drain Punch, doing a good chunk of damage while getting some health back. We send out our own Lilligant here. Thinking about what move to go for on our own Lilligant, we end up selecting the After You first, but while choosing Iron Hand's moves, we kind of back up and retrace our steps. We end up going for the Leaf Storm instead of the After You. We decide to go for the Terra Grass and Drain Punch for the Iron Hands to help the Iron Hands ground weakness. The opposing Lilligant goes for the Protect on itself, while Great Tusk goes for the Earthquake. With Reflect and Resisting, we are able to eat that Earthquake pretty well. We respond back with the Leaf Storm on the Great Tusk, hopefully killing it, and we do get the knockout. With no other choice, we hit the Lilligant with the Drain Punch while it's under Protect. Our opponent sends out Flutter Mane next. For Lilligant, I'm unsure what move to go for, either After You or Leaf Storm. We do end up going for the Leaf Storm on the Flutter Mane, and Wild Charge from the Iron Hands, doubling down on it. Our opponent switching out Lilligant for King Gambit with an unexpected turn. Flutter Mane goes for the Mystical Fire next here. We do end up living on it with 11 HP. Lilligant goes for the Leaf Storm on the Flutter Mane. And shortly after, the Wild Charge from the Iron Hands does end up knocking out Flutter Mane. In the process, we do hit ourselves with Recoil, and our Iron Hand does go down. Sending out our finisher Torkoal, setting up the Sun, and activating Lilligant's ability Chlorophyll. Going for After You to help Torkoal move before anything else, and then automatically pressing on Eruption is the plan here. Kingambit goes for a Sucker Punch on Torkoal, and on our own Lilligant, using After You on Torkoal to move after. Torkoal uses Eruption and knocking out the Lilligant, but not the Kingambit. At this point, it really doesn't matter what move we select, just because our opponent just surrenders.